This song just never ends, bro. This song just never ends, man. It just never stops. It never ends. It never ends. Oh, but whatever we do, change. It's coming. It's coming. Anyways, welcome back. The Grift Wars 2023 have begun. Yay! Actually, no, this is just Griftcast IRL. What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of the best worst show on the internet. Yes, indeed, Rooney. That would be this show. My name's Manuel Chavez the Third or the Turd, depending on how you know me. You could just call me Manny, otherwise known as the Gang Stalker Defango. Howdy doody to you today. Hopefully you're feeling pretty well. I'm doing all right, I think. I don't know. I got some pains coming up my buttocks, but that's all right. You know what? I'm just hanging out over here with my Dr. D sparkly probiotic drink with delicious gut support. It's a ginger brew, and my God, is it tasty. Let me just show you how good it is. Oh, yeah, it's so good. So good. So good, I need to fucking wash it down with some water. Where is my water? Oh, yeah. Where is my fucking water? Yeah. Yeah, that drink's so good, man. Tastes so great. This is the best tasting drink I've ever tasted. Honestly, I can't believe that I've never drank that before. So whatever, I'm feeling all right. Hopefully y'all are feeling all right out there too, but you know how the show goes. The first thing that we got to do is get into the chat and start saying hello to, doing some shout outs to the people that made it here first, or well, at least the ones that are on my list as like being here first or whatever. So here we go. We got Sandalathon, all those suspensive cigars. Welcome to the show. How's it going? To J.R. Riggs with your little eyeballs out there. What's up? How you doing, Squiggles McJr.? Appreciate you. Nice to see you. What's going on to Aridic Fusion? What's up, G-Fug? Hope you're doing well today. How's it going, Cruise Red Eye? Hello. What's going on to the Drama Llama? Appreciate you coming on through there, bud. How's it going to Christina Carr? To you as well. What is up to old MB making a birthday cake for your kid? Good luck out there with making that. Hopefully they don't all eat it before it's time. What's up to Metal Monster PDX? Hopefully you're doing well today. How's it going to King V number 4? Hopefully you're doing very well this evening. How's it going to CV? And thanks for shilling all of our links for us. We appreciate you there. What's going on to Paz? Hi, how you doing? Well, hello there. Yes, magic poop. Whoa. Aridic Fusion coming in, monetizing the stream right out the gate with that $2. That's more than we're going to probably make in ads anyway. So thank you so much for your generous $2 super chat. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We got Mr. Cheeseburger. Hello, howdy doody. Hiya to Trigger Warning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is going on to Megan K? How are you doing today? What is up to John Doe? Appreciate you out there. How's it going to Gerhard Fox, aka USCDN? Yeah, I think we would want you to actually bloop in tomorrow. We'll just make the show about your whole thing. Just make sure you got everything all on the set, and then I'll make sure to have it pull up, and we'll just have you on to talk about that specifically. That'd be great. That would be great. That would be much nice. Hello to my boy Russell Dufresne. What is going on, Duder? What is up to Nim? How you doing? Nice to see you over there. What is up to Yosef Productions? Watching on the TV. Appreciate that. What's up, Brandon Prelip? How you doing? 420 every day, all day. I agree with that. statement. And hi to Aphrodite Rose Starfire. Appreciate you being here with us. And what is up to AC Skillies? Nice to see you. Okay, cool. I think we got ourselves a decent amount of talk, right? Hello to all the people out there in the chat. Nice of you guys to join us. So, what do we have for you guys today? Well, we got some news articles. We got some stuff about Andrew Tate. We got obviously some drama. Actually, no, we don't got any drama. I'm staying the fuck out of that shit today. I ain't giving those people any more play. We already spoke our pace last night, but for me to say it again in the TLDR forum, we've seen this happen many a times. And every time we say the same thing. Well, we knew you were going to do it eventually. Sad that you chose this time to do it because it's not the most opportune time. But then again, you do think you're smarter than everybody else. So, you know what? Good luck. And I think that's all we got to say about any of that. Good luck and nice loyalty. Nice loyalty. And what was the other thing? Oh, yeah. Hypocritical. Very hypocritical. But whatever, dude. I'm sure that it's going to work out for you in the end. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure it's going to work out. Yeah, cool. So let's get to the news links so we don't have to talk about that bullshit. And if these hoes ain't going to be loyal, we can talk about these unloyal ass hoes at the end of the show. Yes, that's right. At the end of the show, not at the beginning of the show. Yesterday, we did the beginning. We front loaded it with the drama llamas, and then we took ourselves off into a different space. But who cares? As far as news goes, apparently winter storms are going to be wreaking havoc for millions across the Midwest, the South, and the West. Yep. We're going into what you would consider, I guess, another type of Arctic winter. We've had tornadoes in places that I've never heard of tornadoes happening. There's snowfall going on in places that, well, have never seen a lick of snowfall. And now they're starting to tell me that there's going to actually be even more snowfall that's going to be happening. I went outside and it was snowing yet again. So it looks like we're going to be getting like another 2 feet of snow in my area. It just seems like pretty freaking crazy. Like if I just do snow Carson City, you can see right now that for the rest of today and tomorrow, it's talking about having some snow before we got a little bit of a break. And then it starts snowing again. Yep. And then it's going to start snowing again. But yes, we got a new storm headed our way. The snow is expected. And yeah, it's pretty weird thinking and considering that we're getting snow past March, right? It's March and it's still snowing. Like I feel like a couple of years ago when I first moved here, it was like that. But like they're saying we're going to get another 5 inches of snow, maybe even more. I don't know, but they're still completely snowed out in Tahoe, like Lake Tahoe. Tahoe. Snow. Not shows. Snow. Yeah, they're still pretty close up there. They're expecting snow for like the next couple of days on this. So there's still just tons of people that are completely stuck. And they still haven't been able to really clear up anything that's been going on the major arteries and roads that most of the people are using. So I've been trying to keep my eye on this one at least. I feel like I might need to go outside and start, like clearing out a pathway so that I at least know exactly where we're going to go, because it's super difficult after it starts snowing. Then you got to like move a whole bunch more. But, if I move it already now and then just keep moving it, it'll be less for me to move. But yes, there are people that are still having a snowstorm warning in their area and it's fucking March. So I don't know. Usually spring starts on around my birthday, and I'm not feeling like spring's going to be coming up anytime soon, and that could be a problem. Maybe for you or for me or for somebody, I don't know, but it definitely seems to be a problem. Yeah. And well, some people out there didn't get any snow, like Bud Satani. And I mean, we got snow everywhere. CV says she's seen snow on July 4th every month here this year. Check the Donner Party and their late spring snow. They ate each other. Yep, that's right. Up there in Donner Pass, they fucking ate each other because they're crazy motherfuckers. Well, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is back in the news, and she's being mocked on Twitter for bragging about killing thousands of jobs in Amazon. Yep, that's right. Resign in disgrace. This is the type of thing that you shouldn't be celebrating, you fucking bitch. Megan Casey, she's in P8. It's windy.
People reach out to.
Oh, dude, we got cancer support.
Support either trying to connect with resources.
Why is this showing me cancer ads?
They're just trying to gather information.
Stop it.
New York Post.
I don't want to know about the future for me.
And was trying to.
I want to die in peace like everyone else.
Corroboration, without any backup information. They were trying to publish it to Twitter. Twitter did not let them, and now they were upset. I believe that political operatives
you were gonna blow away?
sought to inject explosive
Cheeseburger got
disinformation
2-3, dude.
with the Washington Post couldn't get away with it.
Ocasio-Cortez.
And now they're livid.
That's
and
funny.
they want the ability to do that again. They want the ability to inject this again. So they've dragged a social media platform.
Oh, what's up, Low Dub over there on Rumble?
They're
Nice to see you.
weaponizing the use of this committee so that they can do it again.
Yeah, so they can do it again.
About a 24-hour hiccup in a right-wing political operation. That is why we are here right now.
Yeah.
And it's just an abuse of public resources, an abuse of public time. We could be talking about healthcare. We could be talking about
if she could be a freaking congressperson, I could be a congressperson.
Voting rights, but instead we're talking about
she's insufferable, but fuck, she's sexy.
Laptop story. I mean, this is an embarrassment.
Life is so unfair. So unfair. Yeah, I wouldn't make any snow ice cream, CV. There's probably dioxins or some shit in there that's gonna murder us all or something. Yeah, okay. I don't feel like that video actually had anything to do with the article that we were looking at, but okay. Yes, proud of her efforts. Let's just go ahead and read aloud.
Proud of her efforts that resulted in the potential loss of tens of thousands of jobs, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, Democrat, New York, recently bragged about
Russell, but if you want to get that cutty, you gotta learn how to listen, dog.
New York City. She also slammed the naysayers who she claimed never apologized for criticizing her over it. Critics came back to knock the squad member on social media for the post,
Griftcast
claiming she doesn't deserve an apology and should resign.
Yeah, I don't think that she does reserve any apologies for any of her ideas. The Democratic lawmaker chimed in on News Friday that Amazon would be pausing construction of its second headquarters in Northern Virginia amidst the current job cuts. Yeah, let's go ahead and just celebrate the job cuts when, the
Sharing a
economy's
Bloomberg
terrible.
story on the development, the Congresswoman tweeted, "When I opposed this Amazon project coming to New York, BC, it was a scam of public funds. The whole power establishment came after us. Billboards went up in Times Square denouncing me. Powerful pools promised revenge. Op-eds and CEOs insulted my intelligence."
Well, it's easy.
She added,
That's why they
"In the end, we were right."
Were they right?
In a subsequent tweet, the lawmaker took aim those who criticized her campaign to block the construction project. She wrote, "I know I'll never get an apology for that time, but it was worth it. We protected NIAS from a scam deal to drain public dollars from schools and infrastructure in exchange for empty promises of Amazon jobs, zero guarantees or guardrails.
Oh, really?
Sadly, cities who took it are suffering."
Aw, really? Yeah, she would be fine if she just shut the fuck up. Mr. Blacksmith said that he won't hit that. That's how we all know Mr. Blacksmith is a liar now.
The announcement that Amazon was pausing
liar.
construction in Virginia came 4 years after Amazon abandoned its original plans to build the second headquarters in New York City. That move happened in response to Ocasio-Cortez and other left-wing lawmakers' campaign to block from it being built there.
Oh, right. That's right. They blocked it from being built there, and then they moved it to another place. And then Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez came out mocking everybody, and now people are telling her to resign in disgrace because she's a dumb bitch. Wow! Imagine her moaning and be like, I don't know. What would it sound like? Wait, maybe I should just do AOC. Was it on her regular thing or was it on her main thing? Let's see. Was it on her main thing? Doot. Is this it? President Unwrapped, surprise, NYC. Let's see if we can find it. See if she deleted it. Is this it? Investable. Ah, here he goes. When I opposed the funds of this Amazon project to New York City because it was a scam. Let me explain why killing jobs in my district makes me pro-job creation and sending money and weapons to Ukraine makes me anti-war. That's funny as fuck. You are not intelligent. Your reckless spending and mandates have placed us in a recession, plus big companies that you want to tax into extinction to cover your social causes have to cut back. Companies don't have the luxury of spending money they don't have like the U.S. does. How do you get you were right out of this? It's your economy that led to this. Yeah. Moody Bargain, who is more delusional than AOC or Eliza Blue? I would still probably have to say that AOC is more delusional than Eliza Blue, although the delusion for Eliza Blue is different because she's not actually a congressperson. But you know what? They both got a good grift going on. I mean, okay, AOC, I guess you could say that, you could take credit for all of this, but essentially you robbed your constituents of jobs and now you're bragging that other people are losing their jobs and it's some kind of a win for you. And it was all of your social policies and things that you voted for that created the economy that made it happen. But sure, we can give you credit for it. I'm going to give you credit for it, AOC. Yeah. Now, can we see them TTs? What? No? Fucking bitch. So mean. Whoa. Holy shit. Voxic just donated $10. Voxic says $10. Yo, dude, I just sent you a super chat via YouTube, but I ate it and I didn't see it. If you tried to send a super chat via YouTube and it didn't go through, usually means that YouTube is trying to either block it because some of the contents of it was bad or something like that. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Sexy big booty Latina. But hey, Voxic, I'm really sorry about that, but I'll always accept the direct donations through the Streamlabs plugin every single time because that money goes directly to my pocket and I like it. And oh my God, you know what? We completely forgot to do something. We completely forgot AOC big booty Latina. AOC big booty Latina. Yeah. Where's that video of her Where's that video of him calling her a big booty Latina?
Yeah, I noticed
Where's that video?
you, but I'm like, what's the charge?
Yeah, having a big booty in public should be charged.
There. And then afterwards she went, oh, I could use this.
Why is it having so much trouble playing this video? What ass? And not the big booty Latini coming. Drizzy says, I'm all for commie titties. Yo, who is it, dude? Who is it? What's up, the Blue Line Soldiers? How are you doing? Yeah, dude, that does seem weird, Toxic Voxic. But it was probably just a word that you had inside those super chat or something that blocked it. Like, I don't have most of the moderation stuff turned on, but I can't turn it off for the super chats. I cannot turn it off for the super chats. That's right. Moody Morgan. That's pretty true. They're pretty good grifters. I'd say AOC is so far uncancelable. Unlike Eliza, her first controversy ended in her ruination. Yeah, cool. Yeah, it probably refunded it to you if it didn't work or something. All right, that's cool, Toxic Voxic. Yeah, I didn't want to make sure that you lost your money or whatever. It probably just had trouble going through. Or maybe there's a problem going on with the YouTube system. I don't know. Somebody else should send me a super chat or whatever so we could, get into this. so we could test this out. So, like, just go ahead, somebody else send a super chat, just test it out, see if it's coming through or whatever. This is the Griftcast, by the way. So, obviously, y'all gonna get grifted. And if you want to know, he actually utilized the Griftcast IRL Streamlabs donation feature, where you could donate directly, add gifts, add effects, all kinds of really interesting stuff, even and messages, and it goes directly to your boy Manfango. You can also hit us up on PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and we even got the Griftcast IRL store. We got Coffee Brand Coffee. We got all this good stuff, man. So, I mean, if you want to definitely hook us up, send me some weed money, help me pay my rent, help me pay my car payment, whatever the fuck. We got all kinds of different options for you to buy, and just consider this a donation. You're making a $30 donation, and you're getting yourself a free Griftcast IRL snapback, or like a beanie, or a hoodie, or a Griftcast IRL Champion packable jacket that you can pocket in your car. I mean, we got something to everything. You need a manny pack so you can hold all your weed? Got you. You need a freaking all over print Grift band because you sweaty bitch? Got you. Got you. And as always, if you would like to drink coffee, or if you like teas, cocos, or any of that other bullshit, all you got to do is go click that bad boy right there, and you can go save yourself some money on Coffee Brand Coffee, the world's greatest coffee, sold by the world's greatest grifter, otherwise known as our good friend Jeremy from the Quartering. That's right, Jeremy from the Quartering. So I thought our coffee was amazing. You should too. You should check it out. We got K-Cups. We got all that other bullshit that you're definitely going to be excited to see. And if you use promo code Griftcast, you'll save 5%. You click on the link out there, you'll also save another 5%. Yes, you will. Yes, you will. And as always, if you'd like to purchase any type of great products, we got the EMP Shield, baby. The only thing listed by the Department of Homeland Security that's going to actually help you avoid getting your shit blown up by an EMP. That's right. You think China's going to come over here with their EMP balloons and fuck your shit up or whatever? Damn it, son. You should buy one of these because they got them for your car, or your house, your radio, your generator, your three-phase, your solar, your RVs, your motorcycles, and your watercrafts. You can protect every single item in your house today. And if you use the promo code Griftcast, you're going to save yourself $50. $50 freaking dollars. $50 at checkout. And I mean, that's just one of the greatest things that you could possibly do. And, as always, we do actually do internet hosting services as well, whether you need design services, marketing, whatever the fuck, we can help you host your website with the purpose. And if you click on our little promotional code there, you're going to save yourself $10, whether you do the monthly or the yearly, and you can get yourself online with websites quick and fast. And remember, this is the great ass company that we set up and went together with to put up that amazing website we did on that good girl, Eliza Blue, right? That's right. So if you want to follow us, we got Twitters, all of our good links for everything out there. Make sure you go check us out. And as always, we appreciate you guys coming through and clicking on our links and sending us the monies and stuff, because this shit is all about making that money. And you know what? I see Thin Blue Line Soldier out there hitting us up with that $10 super chat. Oh my Lord. Thank you very much for your generosity. $10, great topic, brother Manny. Keep we that are about to die salute you. Okay, we that are about to die salute you. Whoever's about to die, don't be dying though. But thanks for sending me money though. I appreciate that. I appreciate them dollars, Thin Blue Line Soldier. Appreciate that. And then we got another one right there for Mass Genocide 208. $2 Doob Tube donation. AOC likes gingers. Yeah, I know AOC likes gingers. I mean, she's like me though. I like gingers too. I don't know what it is, but I like it. And then Moody Morgan, I haven't decided whether I want to make any Defango plushies, because I don't want somebody to send me fucking videos of them, like sodomizing the Defango plushie. That would be gross. So at least we put out all of our links and stuff. I think I also dropped my Twitter link in there so you guys could go pop some follows down. We're trying to make sure that we keep ourselves going in a pretty good direction. But hey, man, make sure that you guys kind of like hook us up, man. I'm trying to get a 4090 for my computer. Those things are like 2 G's and shit. And I'm going to need to get a new power supply too. So how else am I supposed to afford this shit and pay for all my rent unless you guys send me some of your money? So please help. Please send money now. I mean, come on, man. How am I supposed to be eating filet mignon tonight? I don't know. I don't know how. Yeah. I don't know how. So I saw earlier today from Raw News Alerts that there was another fucking fire that was happening. Multiple firefighters are battling a 6-alarm fire in Cincinnati, Ohio. Ohio again, dude. What is going on in Ohio? Did somebody put something in the water in Ohio or something? Because people are going crazy. There's fires breaking out. Things are exploding. Trains are derailing. Shit is just getting weird as fuck in Ohio. Oh, shit. Toxic Foxen says $3. Dude, YouTube won't let me send super chats now. What? They won't let you send super chats now, Toxic Foxen? That's messed up, man. Why aren't they letting you send super chats now? Dude, what'd you do? Did you like accidentally use the wrong card or something like that? I don't know, bro. I don't know what you did. Thin Blue Line Soldier, $10 super chat. Ammo, I screwed that up. I meant that we are about to die. Salute you. We that are about to die. Salute you. No, I knew what you meant. I was just trying to read it, and I thought my brain was fucking up. Like, I'm already dyslexic and shit, so I have to reform every sentence that I read. But usually if somebody fucks it up, then it just fucks up my brain even more. But that's fine, you know. Shit happens, man. Shit happens. That's right. Yup. That's right, trigger warning. The gang stalker, he needs a 4090 farm to finish the Farron documentary. So please keep sending your money in so that we could get 10 4090s and assemble them into a massive GPU computer so that we can crack passwords and hack people's accounts and do all this nasty ill shit that, you know, you guys claim that I could fucking do. Anyways. Back to this, though. Yes, multiple fire departments are battling a 6-alarm fire in Cincinnati, Ohio, as reports say a fire broke out in a commercial building warehouse that is believed to be abandoned and spread to a second building as more firefighters arrived on the scene. Oh, yeah. Here's the video. This is like normal? Is this normal for Ohio, bro? Is this fucking normal for Ohio? Because I feel like I've not seen Ohio in the news this much. That's a lot of fucking fire. That's a lot of fire. And it's multiple colors, so there's obviously some kind of chemicals burning because you have white smoke, gray smoke, and black smoke. Yeah, Obama is community organizing. Trump is planning to build new cities and place the ones that are being destroyed. Yeah, they're going to replace Philadelphia with Neo-Philadelphia. That's how we got fucking Demolition Man. That's how we got Demolition Man. And no, that is not how I have an apocalypse. Gerhardt. Oh, shit. This dude didn't say anything but, oh, shit. That's funny. That's funny. Ohio just cannot catch a break, dude. I don't know what's going on in Cincinnati, why everything's getting on fire out there. I mean, they said that there was high winds and stuff like that, which are obviously going to make it harder for the blaze to be put out. But look at that. Whoa, bro. Yeah, so in other news, a gas tanker truck has just crashed, causing a massive explosion in Frederick, Maryland. Yep, that's another real thing that's going on right now.
Look at this.
Look at that shit.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
This is fucking insane.
It's like a fire tornado. The fire is going up into the air in a tornado.
Oh my God.
That is That's fucking what? Get the fuck out of
No idea.
Get out of there! Run, motherfuckers! Holy shit! Holy shit!
Exploded.
Something exploded, and it's just, wow, dude, something exploded. Wow. Yeah, turn around, motherfucker. Turn around!
A fuel tanker got cut off, and he lost control, and the fuel exploded. Everything's exploding.
It has to be a crash in the car. Or
Yep, that was this morning. What the fuck is that? Oh my God, we got bombed by them damn jets again. Frederick, Maryland. Damn, they got a lot of different views of this. Look at this. No, this is in Maryland. Yeah, Nick Ricada tried to drive his new Mustang and fucking blew himself up, I guess. He cut off an oil tanker and then exploded or whatever. Nope, that's fake. That's not true. That ain't true. That ain't true. Huh. Let's see what they're bragging about.
I did talk to the team, and we have a couple of things that I just want to lay out for all of you and on what the DC bill does. It reduces maximum penalties for offenses like murders and other homicides, armed home invasion burglaries, armed carjackings, as I mentioned, armed robberies, unlawful gun possession,
Never
and
been to
some
Philly.
Sexual assault offenses. I did talk to the team.
Nice. Nice. They're bragging about it. Yeah, they reduced the penalties for murders, carjackings, armed robberies, armed home invasions, and sexual assault defenses. That was 173 House Democrats backed that. So yeah, let's not have penalties for criminals anymore. Let's just people do armed robberies and armed home invasions and carjackings and murders and sexual assaults. You know what? Fuck it. Let's just let it happen. She don't need to worry about it. You don't need to worry about it anymore. Yep. And then here's your good friend Bernie Sanders hanging out with none other than Bill Maher. And, well, they're talking about equality.
Equality. It's the same word. And it's not the same word in the same concept. So how would you differentiate between equity and equality?
Well, equality, we talk about...
Equity and equality.
I don't know what the answer to that is.
Yeah. Oh.
Come to think of it,
Really?
Is
you don't know Bernie?
Opportunity. All right? We live
How do you
in a
not know?
society, we want all people to have whatever color your skin is.
Equity, I think, is more guarantee of outcome, is it not?
I think so. I think that's
okay. So which side do you come down on?
Equality.
Equality.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Equality. It's the same word.
Is it the same word? What is the difference between equality and equity? I don't know. Let's see, Bernie Sanders. I want to. Let's see what Google thinks the difference between equality and equity is. Equality oh, here, we'll have the robot read it because it's better that way.
Equality means each individual or group of people is given the same resources or opportunities. Equity recognizes that each person has different circumstances and allocates the exact resources and opportunities needed to reach an equal outcome.
Oh, and that's according to the Martin Health and Human Services. Martin Health Human Services. Whoever the fuck that is. Thank you very much. And shut up. Well, hey, did you guys hear this? RFK Jr. Wait, let's refresh this again. RFK Jr. is thinking about challenging Biden in the 2024 presidential Democratic primary. Ooh, dude, we're going to get another Kennedy assassinated. We're going to get another Kennedy assassination. They're going to do it again. Watch. But yes, Kennedy is the son of late Senator Robert F. Kennedy and the nephew of late President John F. Kennedy. Yes, you guys know I know how much you love them Kennedys. You love them Kennedys, and then some of you guys like them dead Kennedys even more, but this one's not too long, so I'll just have it read the whole thing for you.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is considering challenging President Biden for the 2024 Democratic presidential primary nomination. I am thinking about it, yes, Kennedy told a crowd in New Hampshire on Friday, according reports from Fox News and other news outlets. I have passed the biggest hurdle, that my wife has green-lighted it. Kennedy reportedly made the remark at the New Hampshire Institute of Politics, considered a must-stop in the state for potential or actual White House contenders. Kennedy is the son of the late Senator Robert F. Kennedy and nephew of the late President John F. Kennedy. The environmental lawyer is a self-described lifelong Democrat, who also has been a vocal critic of the COVID-19 vaccine. In his speech at the Institute, Kennedy was reportedly critical of the Democratic National Committee moving the party's New Hampshire presidential primary from first to third place.
Oh, really? So what do you think? Do you think Robert F. Kennedy's got the juice, dude? Can Robert F. Kennedy add enough rumble in the Democratic jungle? You see what I did there? To maybe finally take Joe Biden out of this thing? Like, do you think it might actually be the case now? Because I think that it could work. I mean, he could probably get the support. He might even get some Republican support. Just think about all those QAnon people that were, like so crazy about all of that nonsense with that one motherfucker, what's his face, that was supposed to be coming back from alive or dead or whatever. Yeah, I think that might be something right there. He could be a MAGA win. He could be a Democratic MAGA person. I mean, it kind of seems like, I hope that doesn't happen, but it seems it might. I'm just going to go ahead and trust the grift and hope that I can make any money off of it. Yep. Anything that dilutes the left is indeed great, Mr. Metal Monster PDX. That's right. Oh, yes. Eerie ghost video shows Lego box crashing to the floor in a bedroom next to sleeping children, as freaked out Utah mom blames supernatural entity in the apartment. Ah! What? Right there. Something move across. What the fuck? What the fuck? There's like a little flash dot right here. And then it goes over here. You could obviously see some kind of wispiness going on right here. So I'd say that that's probably like a level 1 projection, possibly level 2. Level 1s can still interact with objects and still be a level 1. Oh. Hey. Dude. That's definitely odd. And then right here. Look. Did you see it? You didn't see it, right? You see it go over here, hit that thing, and then go up this way. It's hard to see, though. Watch here. You see that shit? Maybe it was the gay husband's boyfriend, you think? That's mean. You can see something too, like right over here. Bro, what? Dude. That's That's a bit creepy.
A stepmother admitted she shouted at her children for messing
cheap
about at night,
plastic
only
doll.
to discover their CCTV had captured a supernatural entity pushing their toy box off the shelf as they slept. CCTV footage reveals the moment a box of Lego crashed to the floor from a chest of drawers while Kira Henriksen's 3 stepchildren slept in the bed next to it, leaving one cowering under the blanket in terror. While John, 7, and Paul, 5, slept through the commotion, David, 7, jumped up before Kira rushed in to find out where the noise had come from and found Lego pieces scattered on the floor. The 18-year-old from Orem, Utah, says she assumed David was trying to play with his toys rather than sleep and told him off, but decided to check the footage when he insisted he hadn't gotten out of bed. Kira, who works as a nanny, said it was not the first creepy incident she has experienced since moving into the apartment with partner Anthony Pasaliqua, 35, as she constantly feels watched and hears voices at night.
Yeah, it's definitely weird, dude. Supernatural footage of the box. You can see there's a couple kids sleeping and the box just falls off. But like, that's one of those like flat things, right? It's flat on the top. It's a stacked plastic like organizer. There's 2 of them right there and it just fell off the top of it. I would have to say that's probably something that's real. There's definitely something floating around in that room. And I mean, it's just a bunch of kids and stuff, right? Orem, Utah. Some little kid got a ghost. Yeah. Probably a poor issue, not a ghost issue. That's sad. The bloody hands. She's 18 and he's 35. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. All right. Columbia University permanently drops the SAT and ACT admissions requirements. Oh, a real piece of fishing line. What? That's not even IKEA shit, dude. That shit was from probably Walmart. Maybe it was the Lego ghost. I don't know. Well. Columbia University is no longer going to require SAT or ACT scores for college undergraduate admissions, making it the first Ivy League college to implement pandemic emergency measures as its official policy. Oh, guys, you could go now. You could go to
Morningside
Columbia.
Heights institution first dropped its test score requirement at the beginning of the pandemic when testing sites shuttered, and the measure had been extended through next school year's admission cycle, the college newspaper Columbia Spectator reported.
I was the ghost of Isaac Cappy.
The decision was rooted in the belief that students are dynamic, multifaceted individuals who cannot be defined by any single factor, read the university website.
That sounds like some liberal shit.
Our review is purposeful and nuanced, respecting varied backgrounds, voices, and experiences in order to best determine an applicant's suitability for admission and ability to thrive in our curriculum and our community, and to advance access to our educational opportunities.
Oh, wow, dude. 37% or just 3.73% of the applicants were admitted last year, according to the university figures. It's its second year that test scores were not required, and the number of college students of color increased by 4%, while the first-generation college student increased from 3% from the prior year. Oh, yes. Yes. Well, I guess that's really going to work it out for them pretty well. That might work out for them pretty well. I don't know. It seems kind of like it might be a problem. I figured I would just bring it up because I thought it was funny. But hey, guys, you could probably get in or whatever. If you're black or some kind of minority, you're basically in at Columbia now. Yep. Anybody can get in. Anybody. What's it say? Union says Biden administration's new transgender policy violates labor rules. Oh, really? There's a new problem with gender and labor? No way. Come on, let's see what they have to say.
A union representing Social Security Administration employees wants Biden administration end a new pronoun policy related transgender workers, arguing it imposes political views on members.
Political
American
views on
Federation
members.
of Government Employees Local.
Holy shit, it's Gene. All right, dude, who's going to send the first super chat? Hey, Gene.
What's up?
Holy shit.
Oh, the audio is awesome, isn't it?
Hold on, let me
All right,
set my
wait,
shit to
hold on.
chat. Okay, I set my shit. I think we fixed it. All right. Is it fixed, people of the chat? People of the chat, have we solved the issue? We knew that there was going to be an echo.
Oh, yeah. Is there an echo still? No, we're good, right?
I think we're good now.
Okay.
Okay, go. Good job, dude. What's up, bro?
Hey, man. I was just recording my podcast. Just wrap that up.
Oh, really? Cool. Who are you recording with today?
This was the Just the Good Old Boys.
Oh, so you're recording with Darren.
No, that's Unrelenting with Darren. So this was,
damn it.
yeah. No, this is the one with Ben, and Ben was in Greece today. So it was an international version.
Dude, look at that. JR Riggs sent the first super chat right there. He didn't even put a money in.
With no message? Really?
No money, just $5. Thanks, JR Riggs, for your $5, bro. We appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
We also got one from King V, though. You can read that
Yeah,
one.
always having that go. Well, lately. You're right about that.
What did he say? Such a noob?
Uh-huh.
Yep, dude. Do you hear the news, bro?
What news?
Well, I mean, pick the news. Pick.
I mean, I've heard some news. We talked about it in the podcast we just wrapped up. There's some news.
Oh, never mind then. You know, it's all good. We don't even need to worry about it.
Okay.
Well, I've been going through my links today. I've made it to Biden administration goes up with labor rules, but I guess since you're here, I would like to switch over to the whole Andrew Tate thing.
Yeah, I saw that. I haven't talked about it. I vaguely recall hearing that he had some medical issue, but I don't know that we were ever told what.
Well, now they're saying that it's because he has a lesion on his upper right lung and it might be cancer.
That would suck.
That would suck. I haven't actually read the article, but here, I'll just put it through. I'll just have it read the important part.
Andrew Tate, a controversial internet personality, who is in a Romanian jail after being arrested on human trafficking charges, is reportedly suffering from lung cancer, as per a report in the New York Post. Mr. Tate has a lesion in his right
New
upper
York
lung that
Post,
has to be
huh?
removed, according to a copy of his medical file that has been making the rounds online. The report, which is from King's College Hospital London in Dubai, stated, the findings are non-specific.
Oh, whoa. Super chat. Hold up. Super chat right there for Wiley Sound. $2
Oh.
CHF. Welcome
That's right.
home, Sir Gene.
Hey, Wiley, what's going on? Well,
Mr. Wiley Sound.
Yeah. Very good. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks. I guess no matter whether he's guilty or not guilty, that still sucks.
Yeah, it still sucks. But according to Andrew Tate, well, we'll get to that.
Non-specific. The differential diagnosis includes a hematoma, however the size of the lesion, the satellite nodules and infiltration of the surrounding tissue are findings suspicious for a more aggressive neoplastic lesion, carcinoid tumor, calcific. Metastases. Tissue biopsy is recommended. According to the report, Mr. Tate has been undergoing treatment since before his arrest on December 29th. The lesion on his upper right lung, according to his medical team, may be an indication of a rare, slow-growing cancer called a carcinoid tumor.
So they're saying he's got a carcinoid tumor.
Yeah.
Yet Andrew Tate's, well, whoever the fuck is posting on his shit says, I do not have cancer. My lungs contain precisely 0 smoking damage. In fact, I have a 6-liter lung capacity and the vital signs of an Olympic athlete. There's nothing on but a scar on my lung from an old battle. True warriors are scarred both inside and out. Like, oh no. So wait, do you think they got him with the cancer gun from like the CIA?
I mean, didn't he used to smoke?
I thought he like smoked shitloads of cigars.
Well, cigars don't go into your lungs, but I thought he.
I mean, if
smoked
you're smoking
cigarettes
them
as well.
wrong,
If you're smoking them wrong, they would for sure. Yeah. No, that's totally true.
wait, you're not supposed to inhale a cigar?
No.
What's
No,
the
it's a
point then?
mouthfeel. Just for mouthfeel.
That's dumb as fuck. All right, cool. So we don't know if this is real or not, but this is what people are reporting on it. Although somebody posted this over here, which I don't really even know what this had to do with anything. But this says, read it for yourself or have an illiterate friend help you. Alex SDR Surgery Fund, and it says, do you feel like a failure that the amount that you need to help your own son is less than a quarter than I spent on one of my 5 cards? I will help you if you ask. It's nothing to me. Your comic books have failed, but I am a success. Ask nicely and I'll save your son.
Huh.
What a nice guy.
Well, it's a fake account, but sure.
Yeah, obviously. Is that a fake account that says Cobra Rut?
Yeah.
That's his account.
Are you sure about that?
That's his account.
I don't know. Do we know for a fact that he has an account?
Yeah, it's this one. Holy shit, we got another super chat from Miss Genocide 208.
Mouthfeel for the grift, exactly. Mouthfeel it is.
Yeah, I guess there is some kind of mouthfeel there. I don't know what the mouthfeel is, but yeah, this is his actual account. Although that stuff
How's
probably
he
got
running
deleted.
his account out of prison?
He's not. Somebody else is supposedly running his account after prison.
Well, I think that was kind of my point. So even if it's his real account, who knows what's being posted on there?
Well, I mean, we do know what's being posted on there. We just got to go look at it and see whatever weirdos in control of it is posting.
Yes.
You can see all of it, actually.
Yeah. I mean, at his age, having cancer is pretty rare, but it's not impossible. Does his brother have an account? What's he saying?
His brother's has an account, but his brother's account's not saying anything.
See, that would make me suspicious.
Yeah, he's got a dark spot on his lung. Well, his brother's account was nearly as big as his was.
Yeah.
Not nearly his big, but oh yeah, this Aiden Ross guy seems to be like really into this thing with his 2 million followers and shit. He like shaved his head and stuff.
Oh really?
And he's the one that just keeps retweeting all of that shit. Just really confirmed. They really just confirmed Andrew Tate's got lung cancer. Fuck cancer. Praying for my brother. And then 30 minutes ago, he's like, "Thanks, bro." My DoorDasher just knew I was going to refund on his ass. Damn it.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but it was just funny to see it anyway.
Huh.
Now, yeah, I really wanted to just let this thing go ahead and read through, but let's see. As a report per Marcia, Tate's manager, who goes by Sartorial Shooter on Instagram, who's probably in control of his actual Twitter account. Let's see what the report is. Oh, well, I guess they didn't even link the actual fucking report. Oh, wait, no, that was the report. Okay. Just got the same fucking picture. Just got the same picture. Man, I really hate it when they just copy and paste shit over like that. It's just, and then they act like, oh, well, I have something different. Be like, no, you just literally posted the exact same fucking article.
That does suck, yeah.
Same fucking article every single time. So it's like, what is even the point of having different ones if you guys are just going to repost the same shit? God damn it, Anasuka Sharma, you fucking lazy fuck.
I'm still trying to figure out why he's in jail.
He's in jail because he's allegedly a human trafficker.
Who's not been charged with anything.
Yeah, but this is not the United States, so their fucking legal system doesn't work like our legal system, dude. Duh.
That's fine. But so they just put everybody in jail, or they only put some people in jail, or
they only put dangerous individuals like Andrew Tate, who are
right?
alleged
That's what I was
human
gonna say. Like
traffickers in
he
jail.
doesn't seem like even if
he seems super dangerous.
Even if you think what he did, or what he's being accused of doing by the girls that were caught, like
all right, trigger warning, you snowflake.
What
he told me to call? He's trigger warning. He told me to call the chat snowflakes. Okay, chat, you're snowflakes.
Are they snowflakes? I don't know.
They're all unique, wonderful creatures.
So they are snowflakes, is what you're saying.
So they are snowflakes, yeah.
But even if he did what he's accused of doing, he does not seem like he is dangerous.
You think so? He
Well,
seems like he's pretty fucking dangerous. He's got 5 million followers. He talks all kinds of shit online.
Yeah,
He's got a
exactly.
bunch
He
of hot
talks all kinds of
bitches.
shit.
He's got a bunch of
not
hot
dangerous.
bitches. He's got a room full of guns and stuff like that. He's always
but
saying
has
that
he
he's
ever
like
killed
working with the
anyone?
mafia.
Has
We
he
don't
ever
know.
shot off
We don't
anybody's
know.
face
We don't know.
off
We
with
don't
a
know.
shotgun?
I believe that he has. I believe that
it
he's.
seems a little weak.
You think it seems weak? I think that. Are
A
you
little
sure
bit.
he's not
Why is
involved
he
with the
giving a
same
Nazi
mafia
sign
you're
there
in?
in that photo?
That's not a Nazi sign. That's a pussy.
Looks like a Nazi sign.
That's a the vagina.
That's a sideways vagina?
Yeah, it's like a whale's vagina.
I see. Okay. I don't know. I would not have. I mean, I would get a bond from him or something, but I wouldn't put him in prison.
They said he couldn't be in a bond because he's from Romania. He's got a bunch of different articles of
I thought he was from England.
passports and things.
Wasn't he from
and
England?
He's in Romania though. That's where he's
in
from
Romania.
now.
Yeah, but
That's
from
where he
England.
lives.
Yeah.
And he's from Indians, but now he's Romanian.
Mm.
Yeah, he said he was a flight risk, so they're gonna keep him in jail because that's what the way they do it overseas, bro. I mean, just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's not okay. I mean, it's not okay here. It could totally be okay somewhere else. Over there, it's totally okay to hold somebody in jail for 90 days with no charges.
Is there a 90-day limit? Did they let him out after 90 days then?
No, it's 180 days actually.
It's 180 days? That's awesome.
Yeah, so like he could still be in there for another 90 days on top of that.
Like before they even have enough charges.
Correct. So he's got 180 days before they officially have to release him. But they could keep him in jail up until that point without letting him out or anything. But that's the thing, is that nobody says this. Nobody said it yet. I'll be the first to say it. It's also a fact that they could let him out of jail and then he could be completely let out, walks out of the building, and then they can turn around and rearrest him again and hold him into jail for another 90 days.
Yeah, I guess.
Based on whatever he says when he comes out.
They could do that. Yeah.
I think they will. So he's going to be in I think they're going to hold him up for at least 60 months or 6 months, which is crazy. And according to Romanian law, 180 days, and is that he could traffic or intimidate people if he was let out. That's why they're keeping him in, allegedly.
Yeah, that's wild.
And I mean, this is the only news that we've heard about the case outside, I think, of the lawsuit that he said he filed. He was going to file against one of his accusers. Should go check on the Crab Man, actually. Because this guy's been doing nothing but Tate shit.
Yeah.
And he's posting his little baby. Is that Sargon on a Cod's baby?
So John Sparrow says he's gross.
Oh my
and is
God!
constantly pushed by YouTube. Like, Destiny is the voice of conservative, even though he's Romanian now. Dude, he's not Romanian. He's American and British. His parents were British and American. Got those two.
He's now Romanian, though. He's Romanian now.
Bought land in Romania, which allows
He
him to
lives
become
there.
a citizen.
So now he's a Romanian citizen, so he's a Romanian. End of story.
No,
Thank
it's
you.
not end of story. He's an American citizen, which means the U.S. Embassy could spring him at any time they wanted to.
Dude, check out Sargon and his baby.
Who? Who's this?
Sargon, Carl Benjamin.
Oh, Carl Benjamin's got a kid. Oh, is this the
He
first?
just had a baby. Yeah, I guess it says that he just posted like 19 minutes ago.
Oh, he's not that young.
Wow, dude, congrats, bro.
Thing.
Wow, that's just amazing. Wait,
is it?
Why is? Yeah, dude.
You think
I never
children
thought
are
that-
amazing? They're miracles.
Babies are cool. Babies are cool, man. That's the
They just
future
poop
of the
and cry.
society. Yeah,
The
and then
future of
eventually
society
they
is
don't.
AI. The AI will take over everything.
I mean, that's what you think, but that ain't happening.
Totally happening, man.
No, it's not, dude.
Just a matter of
There'll be a solar flare. It's gonna end all that shit before that happens
Just
again.
a matter of time.
Wow, he doesn't really seem that he's actually got this. For fuck's sake, I sent an email to Kimcast correction line. What?
What now? All right, I got to make your window a little bigger because I can't read that.
Cobra Tate, Crab Collar Wood. At the time of Friday night, March 3rd broadcast, the Tim Pool's Griftcast IRL claimed that Andrew Tate had cancer. Both information at the time and information since has been made available that shows that that's not the case. Is Crab Collar really trying to check Tim Pool like I did? Bro, they ain't gonna fucking change that.
Please correct the following video. Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, good luck with that, fucking douchebag. Seriously. It's funny. That's actually what I put on the thumbnail. But I put a question mark.
Cancer? Yeah, that's a good way of CYA.
Yeah, does he have cancer?
Mm-hmm.
Question mark. Fucking nice, dude. Cool. So yeah, I guess that we handled that whole entire Andrew Tate thing. Yeah, does it really actually seem like there's any new stuff? I usually look at this guy's feed because he always seems to be number one on all of this. Oh wait, what's this? Why are you so cold to me? Don't go out alone without telling me. Mall, supermarket, nowhere from now on. I told you I wanted to go alone. This is your last warning. Don't go alone.
He seems like a caring male who doesn't want his female companion to be mugged or raped on the streets of Romania.
Yeah, it seems like there might be a problem with that over there. I don't know.
There's Romania? Hell yeah.
I don't know. I've never been out of the country into Europe at all.
That's
never been out there to Europe at all. Why is that sus?
I don't know. Just people that have never left the U.S. Always a little sus to me.
Not me. Some of us can't afford it.
Never been across to Canada or Mexico or...
I've been through Mexico.
Okay, well, that's out of the U.S.
I said Europe. I've never been to Europe.
Okay.
I did
You've
not
been
say
to
that I
Asia?
have not been out of the U.S. No, I've never been to the Asia either.
Okay. Africa?
Nope. I
Antarctica?
literally just said that I've only been into Mexico.
Okay.
So why would you ask if I've been to all these other places when I just
clarifying,
very
'cause I thought
clearly
you said you haven't been anywhere.
I said that I've been to Mexico.
Okay.
The only time I've ever gone out of the country. You know, haven't had any.
Now, when you
haven't
were in
had
Mexico,
any ideas of going anywhere else until I had the money for it, and I still don't have the money for it.
when you were in Mexico, was that before or after you needed to have a passport with you?
I had a passport. You always had to have a passport to travel into Central Mexico.
Didn't you?
Yes, you did. No, that's incorrect. You always had to have a passport.
I didn't have a passport.
Just to cross the border.
Yeah.
Like, you know, walk across the border. No, you didn't need a passport to go across or come back over. Wasn't until recently that you now need a passport or some kind of birth certificate or some shit to come over. That is a thing now, but you always needed a passport to go on a plane into Mexico.
Oh, yeah, on the plane. But if you were crossing the border, you didn't need one before.
Yeah.
Same thing with Canada. I used to go into Canada all the time. No, didn't need anything except a driver's license. And then back in 9/11 happened. All of a sudden, that became a thing where they needed to have a passport.
Yeah, well, I had plans on trying to go overseas and visit stuff, but had a bunch of money problems and lost my YouTube accounts and stuff like that. So I wasn't able to, you know, like settle my goal.
Oh, what's
of
this?
doing
This
that.
looks cool. Wait, hold up. What is this picture?
Oh, hold up. Yeah, okay, cool. Anyways, so as I was just saying before I got interrupted, yeah, you know, like I wanted to go overseas and I wanted to do a bunch of fun shit, but when you ain't got the money to do it, you don't even think about it or even try to deal with it. So that's something that everyone should always be fully aware of. And you should definitely never make fun of anybody for not being able to afford going anywhere, because it's just not cool, man.
Ready for any
Not
reason,
cool.
dude. Don't be like that.
It's not cool, man.
Don't be like that. Don't be like against free speech and shit.
Oh, I'm not against free speech. I'm just
Okay.
against people interrupting me all the time when I'm trying to explain something and then just being, oh, cool. What is that? I don't want to talk about that anymore.
Well, there's a cool
That's
picture of a cat.
rude.
There's a cool picture of a cat
rude,
that you just
dude.
closed on purpose. Be a deck or
It's
something.
rude.
Mhm.
It's rude. So, report Vindman
is
pitched
rude.
$12 million scheme to profit off of the Ukraine war funds. You hear
And
anything
who's
about
he?
this? I found this on Ground News. He
I
was a
don't
Alexander
recall who he is.
Vindman. is a guy that was in a bunch of different things. He was part of the United States Army. Great. I got to start explaining everything to you again. All right, cool. He was reassigned on February 7th of 2020 from the National Security Council. Yeah, we've talked about this guy back in the past.
Don't explain it then. That's fine.
All right, Toxic Fox, a $3 donation
Hey, all right.
from the
Good job.
Streamlabs, 420 dudes. Thank you very much for that donation. Appreciate that.
Streamlab takes less, right, than YouTube?
They don't take, yes, they take less than YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's this guy, huh? The Vinman motherfucker that was actually all associated with this. So that's weird. So where's the rest of this news article? I was testing out this new ground news thing, but I'm still trying to figure out, like, how the fuck this thing works. Because it's supposed to, like, tell you, like, what the distribution bias is, like, who's talking about it, who's not talking about it. So, like, this particular story only has... Yeah, well, I've seen it a couple of different times on some chick's channel. What's her name? The Shoe on Head girl. So I pulled it up because I was trying to figure out, like, what was missing, like, or what I wasn't seeing. And right now, it definitely shows that, like, it's pretty crazy. You know, there's no center news articles on any of this stuff. The only articles that are put out on this one are from the right. And it's like whatever this Lucerne is. I've never even heard of this website. Obviously, Breitbart, InfoWars, News Wars, which is... I'm even not sure what that is either. Wayne Dupree, that guy, I actually know who that is. I just thought that was pretty strange. Like, I was trying to pull this up to see how it could apply to getting a better, like, bias distribution, because I want to start making sure the news articles that I'm putting up are at least, you know, both sides.
So,
but I haven't actually started a trial on this thing yet. But
have you tried, like, a story that's going to have both sides talking?
No.
For sure.
Because it's the first story that I pulled up.
Well, let's try a different story.
That's what I'm doing. So here's another one. This one seems to have a different distribution. Left 32, center 62, right 6%. Huh.
And who's this Marianne Williams?
I don't know.
Primary challenge to Biden. Oh, okay, so it's a Democrat announcing that she's going to run against Biden.
Huh. Look at that.
Right,
Epoch Times, Fox News.
What was she on before?
Washington Times.
That name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really paying attention to that right now.
Oh yeah, Self-Hell Hopper. Okay, that's right. She was fun in the last election primary. She was good. And by good, I mean she provided good content.
Yeah, I feel like this might be pretty good to see what's going on with this.
Yeah. John
what
says
is this?
She's a new age crystal lady.
I, as of today, am a candidate for the office of President of the United States.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Looking forward to her.
Oh, she's the first Democrat to challenge President Biden. I guess it was good that I read that right there. Okay. Yeah, I might actually buy this to see how it works, because most of the time I go through Google News. I don't know.
$30.
Let's see.
Annually?
7 day, $30.
That's not
annually.
that bad, actually.
Yeah, that's not bad.
A year. Like,
it's actually pretty good.
$250 a month, basically.
You get a free trial. Oh, cool. So wait, that's the second challenger, because if Marianne Williamson is going to open up her bid for the Democratic presidential run in 2024, that's second to the other guy that we just read about, which was RFK. He said that he also wants to run in the Democratic primary, which would be interesting. Robert Kennedy Jr.
Oh, really?
Son.
He's running. That's nuts.
So he said that he was going to run too, but I didn't see that on this thing. I mean, I don't know how this website works. It's literally the first time I've looked
I never
at
really thought of him as a Democrat. I mean, his family is, obviously, but...
Oh, I did a story earlier on this overturned tanker thing, though. Look at that. And then it's got CNN, all the middle news, and then Fox. Yeah, this is
like
dope.
A semi?
Yeah, it wasn't as a tanker truck, I guess, that crashed and overturned. It's just the video was pretty fucking dope. Looked pretty crazy.
So,
something crashed.
So Ben gave me a little bit of an exclusive here. He's in Greece, and he was late getting to his hotel last night because there was a big train crash.
Yeah, we talked about that one last night. There was apparently a huge train crash. Yeah, I'll pull that up actually.
He said that as of right now in the Greek news, it says there's like 56 people dead and a lot more injured. Yeah.
Yeah, they said that whoever made this happen saw that they had a red light and then just kept on continuing to go through, and that's what caused the whole issue or whatever.
Yeah, that was human error on the news out there.
Wrangled metal, charred debris. The remnants
That's
of
a passenger
disaster
train for
that
sure,
could
not a
have been
fucking,
avoided.
not one of those trains that
And
crashed
now
over here like in
this.
Ohio.
Proceed through red traffic light. Exit until traffic light entry of Neon Poron.
Vasilis, am I good to go?
Go.
Done. Have a good night.
Have a good trip.
An audio recording of the station
Damn.
master in Larissa ordering one of the train drivers involved in the deadly collision
So Ben
to
said they're
ignore a
calling
red
for his
light warning.
execution in the
The
local
country's
papers.
prime minister has described the collision as the product of
They're calling for the execution of this train operator guy.
Oh yeah, probably because he fucking killed all those people
Yeah.
by letting it go through.
tragic human error. The station master heard in that recording, now detained, charged with causing mass deaths and grievous bodily harm through negligence. That negligence has, of course, come with devastating consequences. You can see behind me the emergency response team still working to clear the wreckage, still working to try to recover bodies. But in the most tragic of cases, there is only DNA left to identify some of the victims.
Yeah.
And for those involved in the
gross.
recovery efforts, it is a
There's only
deeply
DNA
difficult
left.
process.
Instead of saving lives, we have to recover bodies. It is not something we like. It is not something we want to do. And it is something that will remain in our memory forever as much as we try to get rid of it.
The tragedy has sparked anger across the country. Protesters seen here clashing with police officers in Athens. The country's transport minister has since tendered his resignation, conceding on Wednesday that the country's rail network is simply not up to the standard one would expect in the 21st century. And as recovery efforts draw to a close, questions over accountability and frustration towards the government are only growing. Neda Bashir,
Pretty bad.
Yeah, it looks really bad, honestly.
Yeah.
Train derailment in Greece. Station manager faces court. People are up. There's a lot. They said that 10 people are missing. 86 people were injured, or 85 people were injured, and 57 people have died so far.
Yep.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. and the
Considering
missing
there was
ones-
354 on the passenger train.
Yeah. And the 10 missing are probably going to end up being moved into the dead category.
Once they finally figure out
DNA.
the DNA splotches.
But apparently his hotel is right next to the Ministry of Transportation or something. So like people protesting outside his hotel.
That's sad.
Mm.
Did he
Yeah, it's
take
pretty
any
bad.
video?
I asked him and he said that he was just trying to get to the hotel without like getting anybody to notice him.
See what Ground News says about that. Completely centered in the
Yep.
distribution.
Yep.
But it looks like they're all saying the exact same thing.
So it's all an AP story, just repeated over and over.
Yeah, and it just says right here he delays his court appearance. That's a bit strange, right? Station manager involved in Greece's deadliest train crash was set to appear before a prosecutor and examining magistrate Sunday after his deposition was postponed on Saturday. So that means tomorrow he'll be going through and having to answer questions for letting that train go through. Good damn. Good damn. That's some pretty shitty shit right there, my
Yep.
friend.
Well, that's a big ass amount of dead people right off the get go.
Mm-hmm. What's this global race to boost electric vehicle range in cold weather? Yeah. That's really easy. Isn't it? Just make batteries that fucking heat themselves.
Yeah, but that
stay heated.
But it uses electricity to do that, though.
Well, yeah. Well, they gotta figure out how they're gonna make the car make electricity. You know, it'd be almost like they could put some sort of like they could almost put like some sort of generator in there.
Yeah.
That ran on some type of fuel mixture.
Some
I
kind
don't
of
know.
compact
Maybe like
fuel.
yeah, like maybe like you know some propane or what's
Or
that shit that we
diesel.
put or gas. You know, like it'd be like you know how much they got all that room in the front, right?
They do have a whole front worth of.
There's
empty
a whole
space.
fucking front worth of room. Why don't they just put a fucking gas engine in there? You know, like it has
was
5
a-
gallons. Charge your car up twice. You know,
There was an image recently floating around that I think was real, and it was of a Tesla with a trailer that had a generator on it, and a cord that stretched from the generator to the Tesla.
yeah, I've seen
Pretty
it.
funny. Mm-hmm.
I've seen it. Some guy did this right here. That's it right
I
there.
saw that video. Yeah. Yeah, that was a little loud though.
Cordless Tesla with 1600.
You can hear how it's totally have to come.
Okay, good. I'll get this going and we'll get you out of here, okay?
Okay, thanks. Since half the day is gone and I didn't leave the car charging itself up overnight last night, I'm running very low on power and the car needs to charge itself back up. So after getting pulled over, we went to Tractor Supply, Menards, stopped at the gas station to top off the tank.
That's where the gas is? Damn, bro. That's crazy. Charging your car right now? You drove right, man. Charging at the same time?
Found a place to eat, then went to the hotel with the power plant running the entire time.
Yeah.
He's got
And I'm
a
gonna leave the
fucking
charger
muffler
overnight
on
to
that
fully
shit.
charge
Look
the
at how
car
hot
so
it
we can
is.
hit up Detroit in the
Really
morning.
hot.
It's fucking blood red, dude. That thing is melting. Yeah. Can you charge a Tesla with the petrol generator? Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen one of that. Some dude just had a generator literally on like one of those things that you put like a wheelchair on off the back.
Yeah.
And it was just a generator. But I mean, I respect it or whatever. If I had a Tesla, I'd probably end up doing that. Like, but that's literally, this is literally what my car is now. Like, my car is just electric. So half the time when I'm driving around, especially during the wintertime, I don't go over 35 miles an hour anyway. So I'm driving in electric mode the entire time.
Yep.
And then my engine is just running so that the heater can stay on. So it's like I get crappier gas mileage just because the engine's running.
A plug-in electric or just a regular hybrid?
No, I have just a regular hybrid. I have probably the most the most not sought after version of car or a hybrid. I have the Prius C.
Oh, you have the little one.
Yeah, I have the little one.
Oh,
It was
I
the
just
only
thought
one
you
that I
had a
could
normal
find.
Prius. Okay.
No, I wanted a normal Prius, but I couldn't find one
Got it,
in
got
my
it.
price range that I could buy, and then the only one that I could find in Reno was a
Well, and
Prius
the
C.
little one actually looks more like a normal car too. The Prius, I've never liked the back of it. The current generation's better looking. I will say that. Like the brand new Prius.
Yeah, mine's just the black one, but this one's exactly like mine right here, just
but
black.
It, like that to me just looks like a more normal car. It doesn't look like a hybrid.
Yeah, but if you look at the engine, like it's got the hybrid power plant over here, and then the engine, and then there's like a little electric motor right here, and that's it. So this thing doesn't have very much horsepower. I think when you go look at it or whatever, it says that it only has like 100 between the both engines.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, here.
48 miles per gallon. Now, what do you actually get? What's been your experience?
I get about 48 miles per gallon during the summer, 48
Okay.
to 52 miles per gallon. If I'm driving like a grandma, normally I get about 48 just driving normally.
So you're getting the expected mileage there.
Yeah, and then during the winter time, I actually get a little bit less because like I just leave the car running and then I go inside. So like because Lenchi's in the car, so like the engine will keep it. It'll start running just to keep it warm in there for her. So that's what I like. It's a cool car though. Doesn't have very much power though. That's the problem. That's like the only issue with it for some people, but it doesn't bother me because I mean I used to drive. A 1988 Daihatsu Charade. That's actually almost exactly like what it looks like, except for I think I had the different version that wasn't a 4-door. So it's pretty similar to like what I used to have like my favorite car or whatever. I just like little cars. Like, I had an SUV. Like I used to have a Suburban for a while, but it was just too fucking expensive. Yeah. Like my Daihatsu got like 42, 45 miles a gallon on a 3-cylinder, but the Suburban that I had, I mean, that bitch got like fucking 12 miles to a gallon, man. It was awful. It was awful. Then I drove it to Coachella one time, and it was just like, it was the most expensive drive. It cost me like $300 to drive to Coachella and back like twice.
Really?
Yeah. Dope car though. Dope car. Actually, my first car though, I can show you what my first car is. Still, I wish I could find it. But I had a Plymouth Scamp. You ever seen one of these?
No.
Oh, a second. I mean, you've probably seen one, honestly.
I may have seen it, but I haven't noticed it, I guess I would say.
That was the first car I ever had. Except for it was all white. Same top, just white. So it's kind of like a mix between a Duster and some of the other like Mopar style like cool cars. Except for it was called the Scamp. And the one that I had was a Valiant Scamp Brogham, but it was special ordered from the factory with aluminum shit. So I had a like aluminum block, aluminum like control arms, the whole 9 yards. So it looked like it was really heavy, and it was, but it was a lot lighter than you could have thought, and it was fast as shit. I would say bulletproof, because it definitely got shot at a few times and the bullets just bounced off.
All right.
And then one time I got rear-ended by a fucking Firebird, and well, I was in the car, my brother was driving, I was in the passenger seat, and I was just like sitting there, and I'm looking back, we had just stopped short, and we almost hit the car in front of us, and I was like, I turned around and looked back, and I see a fucking Firebird coming at us fast as fuck, and I was like, I looked at my brother, and I was like, take your foot off the gas, or take your foot off the brake, and he was like, what? And I was like, take your fucking foot off the brake, they're about to hit us, and then that car slams into the back of us, we slid into the car in front of us. The whole fucking front end of that Firebird was crumpled. The whole back end of the car in front of us was crumpled into like the, passenger area. And our car, the bumper was just bent in a little bit.
Still must have hurt pretty bad.
No. I mean, later on, you know what it actually broke? What it actually hurt? It busted one of the tie rods. And then the car eventually died, or got, had to get put into a garage because of it, because we couldn't get anybody to replace the tie rods because they were literally made out of aluminum, and they don't fucking make them anymore.
Sure.
Like you could get the iron ones, but it won't fit. They just don't make them like they used to. Like that car was
cars
legendary.
were a lot beefier back in the day.
I wish I could get one though. Like I will. The only thing is I don't want one of the shitty slant 6 ones. I want one of the ones with the 318. I used to race like fucking Corvettes and shit and kick the shit out of them. It was great. It was great.
What year was that car?
1975.
75. Okay. I had a 63.5 Dodge Dart convertible.
Very similar.
Yeah, and I had that car for a week before it died.
A week.
Yeah.
How did it die?
It had a massive transmission failure, and it was immediately after I bought it, and I managed to get the car dealer to take it back and give me credit to apply towards another car, because I think they were aware of the problem when they sold it and failed to disclose it to me. So in lieu of having
that's
to
what it looks like right there.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. Nice. I'll show you a recent car I had here. Since we're doing car talk. I had this little guy. Had a Fiat 500e electric. And that car was awesome as a city car. You could park in any parking space. There was never an issue with like cars being too close to you. It's all pure electric, so it's super quiet. Obviously, good mileage and all that. But I got rid of it when Fiat shut down their dealer network in the U.S. because it's not a good idea to own an electric car that nobody can fix.
Yeah, I wouldn't have kept it.
No. But if they wouldn't have closed their network, I'd probably still have it because it was just it kind of became my daily driver because it literally costs almost nothing to drive it. My electrical bill when I had it was about $15 a month higher than normal for a month's worth of driving that car. $15. Super cheap. So you definitely wouldn't take on any long trip or anything, but zipping around the city was great. I loved it.
Nice. Well, Nevada lawmakers are proposing a bill to limit residents using too much water. And that's in Las Vegas, baby, where they're having all the water droughts since Lake Mead and shit is, I guess.
Does Mead even have water in it anymore? Every time I read about it, it looks like it's got less and less water.
I don't know. There's some like YouTube channel guys that were doing it. Let's see. Lake Mead water level 2023.
Oof. Yeah, look at that.
Starting tonight at 6 with a live look from our sky cam as February comes to a close. It's been a wet month here in the West with even more storms expected into March. Beautiful shot there tonight.
That's right. And that rain and heavy snowfall in the Rockies could put the lake
Look at that
increase in water levels. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Joe Mueller. This is what we want to hear. According to experts, there's more snowfall than normal in the mountains there that feed into the Colorado River. Abel Garcia spoke to people at Lake Mead Marina.
Is that a
who
fish?
say this is giving them hope.
Somebody threw a rock.
Lake Mead Marina tell me it is devastating to see how low these water levels still are. But the vice president of operations tell me this year they are hopeful. The Bureau of Reclamation originally
they might be hopeful. It's been snowing like a motherfucker.
To decrease, but as a result of the recent snowfall in the Colorado region, we could
Dude,
see
are those
these water
ducks?
levels go
Look
up.
at them ducks.
Mayorga has
I
lived
love
in Boulder
ducks.
City since 1992. He visits Lake Mead regularly, witnessing the bathtub rings getting bigger each year.
It's really disheartening.
Mayorga spends his time at Lake Mead Marina with his family. He used to have a boat, but got rid of it as water levels
Oh, he got rid of
lower,
it?
something many boaters have done, but a significant amount of snow may help bring some of the water back.
Those higher snowpacks are going to affect how Lake Powell is and Lake Mead.
Vice President of Lake Mead Marina's operations, Bruce Nelson, says his team has been following the snowfall very closely.
look at that.
Showing me this graph of the snowpack in the upper Colorado River Basin. The red line this year is already 31% over the 30-year historic average. That means we've surpassed the last year's peak well before when it normally hits around the first week of April.
Well, that's all
and
good
even
news.
more snow is on the way.
If you look at
Oh,
the
yeah, it's about
projections
to
and what
dump
the
out here. It
Colorado
just
River is
started
capable
snowing.
of, and the amount of snow that's continuing to fall, if that keeps happening, the sky's the limit. It could really bolster us.
Through the SNOTEL telemetry network.
They had nerds even talking about this. So yeah, it looks like they might be out of the woods on that one, but that's not going to stop them in Las Vegas for basically stopping everybody from using so much fucking water. Wow, look at that. Nevada uses 10,700 gallons in a single month, or 130,000 gallons of water a year.
So 10,000 a month? Good, dude. That seems like a lot. Let me check how many I use.
I don't know. Do
You know
you
how
take
much
a lot of
you use?
showers? No. Definitely nowhere close to that.
Yeah. You pay for water?
Comes with my place. So it's
Okay.
probably usually not that much.
Yeah. So you don't. Yeah.
I don't usually
I
spend
don't
that.
think water is very expensive here, but let's see if I can figure out how many gallons it is.
They're making this old lady rip up her grass, dude.
Placed her entire
Plans are in motion to build a high to conserve heading over to the Las Vegas Motor Speedway and to conserve. Plans are in motion to build a high
Yeah, I thought Las Vegas already did that. I thought they gave people like
From
a
lines of
discount or something for not
gave
having grass and having rocks instead.
They did, but now they're trying to actually tell people that they need to use less water, and they're sponsoring a bill on it so that it becomes mandatory. Which sucks. Tighter water restrictions, more conservation efforts, same thing that they're going to be doing in Arizona.
Okay, this is winter though, so that's obviously going to be more in the summer. It looks like I use 2,700 gallons. So like a quarter of what they were saying the average person uses in Nevada.
It's average family home.
Yeah.
Let's see. U.S. weather updates. 10 reported dead after severe weather outbreak. Millions warned of winter weather. Oh, damn. That's like right where I'm at. Ugh.
Yeah, it is.
Up over 4 feet of snow. All right, this is going to be getting a break in California. It's like no mas after just feet of snow. Southern California mountains and the San Bernardino, San Gabriel mountains are just getting clobbered.
Yeah,
here
that's where
today
we are
with
right
4
here.
feet of snow. The Central Sierra picked up in the last 7 days over 100 inches of snow, and in the last 48 hours, they picked up over 4 feet of snow. All right, this is our storm that is leaving today. That's the severe weather producer over the next couple of days, and also that will end up producing some snow from the Midwest toward the Northeast. Here's our next series of storms. There's a little bit of distance between the two, so that means we will get a break for the next 24 to 48 hours. As our storm leaves tomorrow, we're going to dry things out. It's not going to be all that warm, though. Tell you that much.
Yeah, I'm like right there.
So a lot of that snow is going to continue to sit in the mountains. And when you look at this snowfall map, I mean, just look at the purples and the pinks, not only in the Sierra, the Siskiyous, the Southern California mountains, the Wasatch, the Colorado Rockies, the Northern Rockies. This is how you end drought, with heavy snow in the mountains that melts. I personally think the drought in California is over, because we're not done. We're not done with the storms in California, but also these storms have been so cold in California that we have feet of snow between about 3,000 and 5,000 feet. So you're going to get 2 snow melts with this. You're going to get the early snow melt mid-late March, and then during the April-May, when it warms up in California, you're going to get a second melt. All of the reservoirs in California, the majority of them, are going to be more than filled. They'll probably be over their banks. That's how much snow we have to melt. Just to give you an idea, and these numbers are going up, I can promise you.
Interesting. I mean, they're mostly talking about California, but it looks like the snow problems or the water troubles are going to be pretty much about over after all these storms subside.
Well, that'd be great.
At least for Arizona. But it's still not going to stop them from tightening up the grips. Oh, yeah, dude. Did you hear Pablo Escobar's got pet hippos?
Does he?
Yeah,
Where
dude.
he at?
They're trying to get rid of them. Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's got
I know
wild
he
hippos.
had a whole zoo. He used to have a zoo, yeah.
Yeah, he had wild hippos, dude. They're wreaking havoc.
Wild
apparently.
hippos lurk in the muddy waters of Escobar's abandoned ranch. The Colombian government wants to export about 60 invasive hippopotamuses
breeding.
that have escaped the former ranch of drug lord and cocaine exporter Pablo Escobar. Wildlife sanctuaries in India and Mexico have offered to take in the creatures. Well known for his love of exotic animals, Escobar installed a zoo at his Hacienda Napoles, a sprawling ranch east of Medellin with giraffes, elephants, ostriches, and other species not native to Colombia. When Escobar was killed by police in 1993, 4 hippos lived on the ranch. 30 years later, there are approximately 130 hippos in Colombia,
They are
all
breeding.
descended from Escobar's original pets.
Of course they're breeding. They're going to have tons of hippos. They're going to have shitloads. They got the 100 hippos in Colombia. That's why they're talking about 130 of them total. Then they're trying to get rid of at least 70 to different people.
They're cool.
Yep. They've adjusted to the climate. Dude, hippos are like scary as fuck, man.
Yeah, they look
Hippos
cool,
are
though.
the scariest things.
The
out
hippos have reportedly adjusted well to life in Colombia's favorable climate. However, Without any natural predators, they have become an issue for Colombia's ecosystem, with the government declaring them an invasive species last year. Scientists in the region warn hippo feces changes the composition of local rivers, impacting the habits of manatees and capybaras.
Hippo shits.
According to the government's proposed plan, the hippos would be trapped in large, iron containers and driven about 150 kilometers to the Rio Negro airport, where they would be flown to Mexico and India. The plan only includes the hippos that have left the ranch and gone feral in the Magdalena River.
Yep.
Pablo Escobar's cocaine empire, by the numbers.
Wow. Well, I always
That's
wanted
cool.
to get a pet hippo, but they seem
Yeah.
like they're really dangerous.
I think
Yeah,
they're
super
supposed to be
dangerous.
pretty dangerous, but they are very cute.
Now we
Uh,
got some more news about a brain-eating amoeba infection that has killed a person in Florida, and it might have been caused by a sinus wrist practice using tap water, but somebody literally died from a brain-eating parasite in Florida. And I've heard about this happening before in like Arizona and other places, but it kind of sounds pretty crazy.
A person in southwest Florida has died after being infected with an extremely rare brain-eating amoeba, health officials said. The Florida Department of Health in Charlotte County confirmed the death Thursday. The agency had previously issued an alert last month, warning residents about the Naegleria fowleri infection. I can confirm the infection unfortunately resulted in a death, and any additional information on this case is confidential to protect patient privacy, Florida Department of Health spokesman Jay Williams said in an email. Health officials said last month that the infection might have been caused by sinus rinse practices using tap water.
That's what you
but
get for using an
investigation
anti-pop,
is
bitch.
ongoing. Sinus solutions should be made using only distilled or sterile water. Tap water should be boiled for at least 1 minute and cooled before sinus rinsing. Infection
Wow.
with Naegleria fowleri is rare and can only happen when water contaminated with amoebae enters the body through the nose, Williams said. You cannot be infected by drinking tap water.
Very weird. Naegleria is what it's called. Naegleria fowleria, a single-celled organism that lives in the soil and warm fresh water such as lakes, and eats your fucking brain. That sounds scary as fuck, honestly. That sounds like super fucking scary. Super fucking scary. That definitely sounds super scary. And then somebody in the chat asked if there was any natural predators to the hippo. The only natural predators to the hippo are Nile crocodiles, lions, and spotted hyenas, and they're known to prey on young hippos. Other than that, the only thing that can really prey upon an adult hippo is a large pride of lions or hyenas, but literally, even very, very difficult. Very, very difficult for them to go with. Very, very difficult for them to take down. So, brain-eating parasites are back on the rise. Maybe we need a rhino gun. I don't know. We'll have to figure that shit out. In other news... Oh, wait. He's back. ¿Qué pasó? Wait, it just says no video feed. That's weird. Why does it say no video feed? There it goes. He's back.
Yeah, I am. What?
But now I can't see you.
Yeah, exactly. What the hell? Camera's not
What
right.
the fuck?
All right. Well, the computer rebooted, dude. So I don't know if it crashed or if it was a Windows update or what the hell happened. But
Oh, I was wondering. I thought you just left it. I
Yeah.
thought you just left in anger. But
Anger?
then I was like, wait a minute. He just kind of like disappeared. And I just had a weird restart like that earlier today.
did you? Oh, I wonder if it was a Windows update then. Because I
It had to have been.
stupid fucking thing. They never reboot when they're supposed to. But, so yeah, that was not planned, but I did look at the clock. I actually need to make a phone call in a few minutes, so I'm gonna drop off.
All right, man.
Any
Well, thanks
other
for joining.
interesting stuff here that you want my take on before I drop, or?
No,
or
we're
you
good,
guys
dude. If you got
pretty
a
much
job for a
done?
call, that's cool. We're pretty much almost done.
All right, cool. So I will catch you later on, man.
All right, man. Peace out,
All right.
dude.
Bye.
That was weird that his camera didn't come up. actually. All right, Nobel Peace Prize winner sentenced to 10 years in prison by a Belarusian court. That's right. Nobel Prize winner gets to go to court. I didn't hear about this one, but I figured I'd read it out loud so I could
A
understand
Nobel
a little
Peace
bit
Prize
about it.
winner was sentenced to 10 years imprisonment in Belarus on Friday for what the human rights organization he leads is calling politically motivated charges.
Politically motivated charges.
A statement from the Vyasna Human Rights Center, a human rights organization based in the capital Minsk, says Ales Bialyatsky was sentenced to a decade in prison. Bialyatsky serves as the chair of the organization and won the Nobel Peace Prize last year for his efforts as a human rights activist. 3 other human rights advocates were also sentenced to extensive prison terms. They are Vyasna board member Valentin Stefanovic, who was sentenced to 9 years in prison, campaign coordinator for Human Rights Defenders for Free Elections Yuladzimir Labkovich, who was sentenced to 7 years in prison, and Vyasna members Mitsa Salayu, who was tried in absentia and sentenced to 8 years in prison.
Wow. Damn. Wait, they're human rights people, but then they're getting thrown in Belarusian prison? So that's basically Russia, right? So it's like Russian prison.
A Belarusian court found them
Excuse me?
guilty of training or other preparation of people to participate in group actions grossly violating the public order and financing or other material support of such activities and of smuggling.
What happened? Oh, well, that seems a little bit weird. I don't care about that, though. We already looked at Andrew Tate. Let's go to something I actually care about. Well, this is super hilarious to me because I love comics and Marvel movies, although I can't really afford to just keep stacks of comics and shit around in my life. But yes, Marvel actor refuses to return as Hulk. That's right. Looks like we might actually be getting another Hulk coming up in the very near future. But yep, sometimes superheroes don't have any interest in reprising their roles, and it looks like that's happening with Bruce Banner, aka the Incredible Hulk, with none other than that dude that sucks a whole bunch of bullshit. Yeah. So yes, the Hulk has been one of the most interesting guys. Mark Ruffalo has been starring as the Hulk for many, many moons now, and now he's saying that, guess what? I don't want to have anything to do with playing the Hulk anymore. Which I thought was pretty fucking ridiculous, to be perfectly frank, because literally nobody even knows who Mark Ruffalo is outside of being the Hulk, and maybe he's happy with passing the torch over to the She-Hulk enterprise for a little while, but yeah, I just don't think it's really going to be the thing that we wanted to see. Right? So we're finally going to be probably seeing a new Hulk coming up in the near future, which just makes me sad because, you know, Mark Ruffalo at least, you know, tried to do his best with it. He just never was the Hulk that everybody wanted. You know what I mean? Everybody wanted some beefy, monstery motherfucking Hulk that was, you know, like a Hulk and not some pussy ass bitch or whatever like we got in this situation. So I'm happy that, you know, he's not going to be coming back, but God, that just means that there's probably going to be somebody even shittier that's going to try to replace him in this particular situation. Oh, yes, in this particular situation. Indeed. Yeah. Now that we got all this stuff done, I'll go check into the Discord real quick, see if there's anything half decent to pull up over here. Half decent. If not, we'll pull it up on the evening stream. Yes, we will. Yeah, he was decent until Thor Ragnarok, and then he basically just kind of blew it. Like, when he was angry Hulk, that was cool, but this new situation that they put forward with the Hulk just sucks, man. I hate everything about it. I hate everything about it. I do. I really do. I really do. So, I think we did pretty good today. We went through a bunch of different links and stuff of the most important news articles I feel like we had to take a look at today. And I mean, it just seems kind of strange, dude. There's some kind of weird happening in the world today, my friends. And we should probably really start to figure out what's really happening in the world today. Yeah. It just kind of makes me wonder, What the fuck is happening in the future? Yep. Oh well. That's pretty much it for us today, folks. So thanks for joining us on the show today. Make sure you hit the like button, that subscribe button, share this with your friends, do all that good stuff. And as always, we got to run the donors to show everybody that helped us today, threw us some money that we owe so very much like. We appreciate you. So I'm running the credits right now. What? Hit the button. There it goes. Thank you so much to everybody that joined us today, sent some donations, hit the like button, just hung out, whatever the heck. We appreciate you guys. But as always, we will be back on later tonight for our evening show that'll be a little bit more open and focused on talking about all of the drama and bullshit. So if you're excited for that sort of thing, definitely be excited. We're going to be doing a little bit of a LARP line and opening up the lines tonight to see what you guys have to say. Yep, it's gonna be good. But I think we had another great show. We appreciate you guys coming through. We appreciate Aritic Fusion coming in with that $2 super chat on the very end right there. That's what I like to see. But with that, everything's over with and done with. So thank you so much for joining us today. But the Griftcast is now over. I hope you guys have a good day. See you later. Adios. Have a good one.